Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein, and also a big warm welcome here in the Bloody Trenches to 2021 and what we experienced last year. Hopefully, this new year is a little bit different in a whole lot of ways. But, okay, anyways, thank you all, and I hope you all have a great 2021 ahead of you and good plans and well wishes and everything. And as we start into the new year, we're going to be continuing our road to 100 here, getting to 100 stars of difficulty. For those of you that are new, this is a kind of series that we look at each and every gift and each and every weapon, and we discuss them in detail, and the descriptions usually hold all the pertinent information that we don't go over here in the video while I'm playing, just to give you the extra little tidbits. There's nothing amazing or flashy about anything that we do. It's just to see how many builds we can get through, and how many differences and how many um, combinations and everything we can look at before the road to 100 ends, to give everybody a very, very well-rounded view of the entire game and everything it has to offer, and how the blood codes operate and how they are set up. So this time we will be looking at hammers and co-op, and no regular partners for the game. So it's a little bit different each time, and we kind of focus on one specific aspect of the game and run it through the entire game and see how it works, and then make determinations. Kind of, excuse me, kind of based on those discoveries and everything that we see through the game, and we try and correct everything that we can along the way within the community here. So, welcome to all the new people, and thank you for sticking around to all the old people. And let's get started. So this time we'll be running Atlas Blood Code, and we'll be buffing ourselves with a bunch of health from health stimulant and sturdy body. And here we will be looking at the huge hammer coupled with the lost heavy axe as well. Now you'll notice that these both are transformed with a Pheon Chrome to induce ice damage on the weapon itself. And the enemies of interest here in the dried up trenches are the big reds and big purples. I don't really have good names for them, but the big reds are the big red guys, and the big purples are the big purple guys. And they carry swords or guns or hammers or axes or all kinds of different things, and the best way to go about them is running slash blood and ice, and the full breakdown, and they share exact resistances among the two of them. So anytime you see one of them, you can build for just that guy. They have a minus 10% resistance to slash. They have a plus 10% resistance to crush, a plus 10% resistance to pierce. They have a minus 10% resistance to blood, so they're weak to blood and slash so far, and they have a 0% resistance to fire. They have a minus 30% resistance to ice, extremely weak to ice, and they have a 0% resist to lightning. So any of the elements are good versus these guys. You get full damage out, but if you go for blood and ice, you get extra damage specifically on ice. And since they are weak to slash by a minus 10%, the Lost Heavy Axe is uniquely positioned out the gate here with the 5% blood, and then with the Pheon Chrome you get an extra 20% on ice, but because of the weakness of blood and ice, you get an extra 40% damage coming out of this weapon that's listed here on the card. So you take 1247 times 1.1 for the 10% slash resistance, weakness, basically, times 1 plus the 5% here, plus the 10% weakness to blood, plus the 20% here, plus 30% for the weakness to ice. And you come up with a really, really good multiplier of, let's see, 65% increase from the elements, and a 10% increase to because of slash. So the Lost Heavy Axe is going to do extreme amounts of damage, and when you do a regular heavy attack where you swing laterally, you get an extra 45% increase, which is this attack. It's the same one for both weapons, and that attack comes out to around 33,282 damage that you can put on those fellas in one strike. So if you're playing on normal 0 star, this will one-shot anything in this area. So, but we're going to be looking at the huge hammer, as this is the this is one of the weapons that has an infused 10%. Excuse me, an infused 10% blood damage on its ability here, and even though the fortified has much better block potential and everything for defenses, the ice version reigns supreme in this area, specifically for damage values, as it gets about 100 damage more on the big reds and purples than the fortified version. But if you're not looking to go for the defensive route, I would definitely say go for the ice version of this. So let's go ahead and get our distress signal up, and people might have an issue joining my game just because of the internet situation here. So let's go ahead and smack this guy a little bit, and let's go for a backstab to get some of that I-core going here at the front. So you see that we have over 5,000 HP now because of sturdy body, and our gifts are going to be very weak, but that's okay because we don't have anything that is specifically built around doing anything gifted wise. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit this fella, and every time we hit him, we're going to stagger him. There we go. Even though our damage is very slow, we can knock him down very, very quickly and simply there. And if we had gone for the ice and the blood upgrades on our damage there, we would have absolutely shredded that guy in a couple of hits. Actually, it would have been like 2 hits. Alright, so now as we have a Revenant coming in, we can't hit that fella up there. We can kind of go for the ambush over here if we feel so lucky. And the overhead attack is very, very good at wide sweeping strikes here versus the enemy, and you're able to get some really good stagger potential out on the enemy. Okay, let's go for, oops, I was going to say let's go for a launch. And we're dead. And now the other Revenant is joining. Takes them a little while to get into the game here. So sorry about that, person. But that's just the way it goes. And you can see that when you get into a group like that, it's very, 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 very difficult for the huge hammer to actually execute and operate. So let's go for a couple of items here to get ourselves going up, and let's send another distress signal. And you can see that we are slow mobility here, and we have pretty bad I-core recovery overall. So that's definitely something to worry about in the long run. So we'll go for ice this time, and then we'll smash this fella. So 36, 32, pretty good damage there. And let's see about heading over to this fella. And if we go for a charge attack, we do 5 attacks, and each attack does 50% of our overall damage value. And the last strike of that 5-hit pattern there does 65% of your total damage. So you definitely want to hit with the last attack if at all possible. Okay, so let's see here. And so you saw there that when we added our ice damage, we basically pulverized that guy very, very quickly. So let's give this fella a salute here. Saber Altar. Good luck to you. I wish you well here. So let's go for ice and blood here for both our friend and ourselves here. So that way we get as much damage off here as possible. Whoops. Okay, let's kill these guys. Ouch. Okay, and let's go for a triple annihilator. Okay, they are going to be wrecking this area because of the slash value that they're getting out on their weapon. So that's pretty good for us and for them as well. Now we want to run past this fella and go for the gunner back here, because he does extreme amounts of damage, as you see there. And these guys are very high damage folks, and we're gonna be in a good way here to make sure that we go for whatever kind of damage we can get out on these guys. But again, doing ice damage here versus these guys is the way to go. And even though we are doing crush damage, which is their strength, we are able to definitely get ahead of ourselves here for no problem. So let's go for this fella first, and he can take care of that guy and get him some ichor. So definitely looks like he's definitely set up for all kinds of goodies here in this area. And you can see that our stagger is just not enough to get a second attack off before the enemy hits us. And again, you can see that we're running into the same problem of ichor buildup. We're not able to actually stay in the running here for our ichor, just because of the fact that because we have a friend engaged here. There we go, and we got a little bit of ichor there, so we get about 2 ichor on a strike. Here comes this big red. So these are the guys that are weak to ice and slash. So you definitely want to check these guys out when you can. But because we have oops, oh no, the shotgunner is here. I don't know why he's over here. Why is he here? Ugh, go away. But because we are able to do such a huge amount of damage on the staggers, we're able to get a little bit of ichor back, but we can't really handle like multiple enemies all at once, because the huge hammer has a extremely slow attack pattern and recovery time. It's pretty horrible overall in its recovery time, but the amount of damage that it can do is very good. And if we go for impact shockwave here, you can see that we can do some stagger potential here over and over, because there's no ending animation to this attack string. And so that is very nice, that if you have a complete set of stamina, you are able to simply smash folks off of edges and so on and so forth. It's really good stuff, and that's one of the massive advantages of the huge hammer over other hammers, is its synergy with impact shockwave. And if you pair up here with precision as well to make it easy to stagger enemies with the weapon, we're able to completely destroy each and every fella that we come across, just because of the fact that we're able to stagger and destroy all at the same time. So let's go for ice. I know it seems a little counterintuitive to go for ice in this area. Ouch. But that is the very good weakness in this area for sure. Go for the gunner first, buddy. He's probably just gonna kill that guy. Good, and here comes the gunner. Okay, and whoops, there we go. Good. Let's give him a foul blood barrier. Okay, he's killed this thing. We'll go for the big boy over here first. Let's go for a launch while we can. And we can go for 2 launches here, so that's very nice. If we get the chance here. Good. Okay. And then we can go for a triple annihilator. And let's give this guy a stagger. And we'll go ahead and kill. Okay. So not too bad there. This is one of those times when having a partner, I mean, you can see that this person is absolutely very good at playing co-op because they keep using Cleansing Light and their Restorative Offering over and over and over to keep me at full health. Very, 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 very helpful, very useful, very, very kind. And this is a very good representation here of what a good co-op partner would definitely be doing at this point in time. So yeah, hats off to them. Oh no, hopefully the internet holds out here on their part, and they're able to actually join the battle here, because if they can't, then we'll run solo and we'll miss out on them being able to run the cutscene and follow into the battle here. So we'll skip out if that's the case, and we'll restart and wait for a co-op partner. But you can see that just because the huge hammer has a lot of damage, has really, really good stagger potential, and you have really good synergy with the elements and everything, even though you're going for the weakness of the enemy element wise, and you're playing into the strength of the enemy damage type wise. Just the move set is very clunky, very heavy, very unwieldy, and you can get into a lot of situations which are pretty overwhelming very quickly as soon as more than one enemy shows up, simply because of the fact that you need to do kind of AoE crowd control, and the huge hammer doesn't really have any of that unless you pair it up with Impact Shockwave, which is a very, very good, specifically for the huge hammer. It's one of the best gifts that you can pair up with this hammer in this kind of way, just because of the fact that it has the ability to stagger the enemy on hit, on strike. Every time your hammerhead strikes the ground, you're able to send out one of those impact shockwaves, and because the regular attack pattern is a 2-strike pattern, the first attack is 100% of your damage value. Second attack is 110% damage of your card value, and so you're able to constantly rotate between the 100% and 110%, and you get so you basically get an average of 105% of the card damage every time you smack the enemy, and you're able to completely wreck them simply because of just exactly that reason, that you're constantly staggering them, and you're also you're constantly staggering, but you're also getting higher than card value damage on average. So it's really, really good stuff in that kind of a way, and yeah, but you're able to and repeat that anytime you get you know, a couple of I-core, 5 I-core to run Impact Shockwave. Well, this is kind of odd that this is happening. I guess the internet is still trying to hold out here for whatever reason. Maybe the internet died? I don't know. Kind of weird that that anytime I get up to these cutscenes with partners, it's very few that can actually run them for whatever reason. I don't know if their internet is bad, they can't handle the bitrate of the cutscene paired over the connection or something, or if it's something on my end, or I don't know, but this is it happened with the executioner last time. It happened this time. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've had this for, basically ever since Code Vein came out. Certain cutscenes for certain folks just don't work, and they have a really hard time joining them. So until he actually um, I don't know, until he actually gets into the ability here to get into the game, but I don't know. Do 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 do. Well, hmm. Okay, well, I don't know what to do other than kill my internet itself and then bring it back, or what? Because he should have dropped by now. Um, I don't understand why. Hmm. Well, this is a bummer. Hmm. Really unfortunate. Um, Too bad you can't just like force kick during a cutscene or something. Not exactly sure. Why it won't just kick him from the session because the lag is too high or something. I don't know. And until his connection times out or my connection times out, we're stuck. We're just stuck. Hmm. Well, we're. Hmm. This is very, very strange. I would have thought that the connection would have timed out pretty quickly there, but. Hmm. Well, odd. Okay. Well. Oh, hey. There it goes. My goodness, that took forever. Okay, and now that the cutscene has ended, um, let's go ahead and try again here with a partner, because that's the whole point of what we're doing here is co-ops and hammers. Um, so okay, apparently people can't do cutscenes. Um, let's see if they can do the boss. um, that was very bizarre, very strange. Um, and even though I mean we could run in there and smash some folks, but going for ice and blood here is also not too terrible of an idea versus the big boy in here. But we could go for the lost axe if we wanted for a little bit more damage. But we'll stick with the huge hammer since this is the weapon that we're kind of showing off and highlighting here. The lost heavy axe is if we needed some additional damage for a slash versus adventuring folks. But looks like either my internet's dead or folks can't join. Okay, now this thing we can smash down pretty easily there. Okay, let's go for a slam there. Now because we're doing crush damage, we're able to stagger this boy longer or earlier than other times. Okay, and we'll just have to go for a couple of smashes here. There we go. Now you can see that our stamina is definitely lacking here, and we have to just go for the regular attacks. There we go, and he's staggered now. Okay, there we go, and we do need some stamina for dodging. There we go. Oops. Good, now we got stamina there. Let's go for a big attack. There we go. Let's go for, oh, missed. Ouch. Okay. And this is how you make the Despot fight a very long fight and a very kind of calm, simple fight here. Okay. We're almost getting him to another stagger point. Let's go for a big attack there. Okay. Now we'll kind of wait for him here. Let's go ahead and heal while we can. And let's go for a couple of items here. Okay. And can we get a... Oh. Nope. Ouch. So that is the attack that is okay to go for here with him. Ouch, that is the one that will kill us almost instantly because it's underneath his feet. Okay, good, let's heal. And we're gonna need a pure blood here. Ouch, those are the quick ones that are very hard to dodge if you are right under his feet because the timing window on them is extremely fast. Okay, and let's see if we can pick up someone else. And that is why the first phase is fairly simple, because all his moves are fairly highly telegraphed, and also they come out pretty slow. So we're kind of evenly matched, a slow hammer versus a slow attack set. But in the second phase, he has very, very quick attacks if you stand underneath his feet. And those can kill you instantly. Failed to initiate. Interesting. Okay, so maybe the internet is still having issues. I don't know, but that's why the second phase is a little bit harder, because in order to get in there and do this entire animation wind-up time to get into a second attack or a dodge attack like that. It takes a whole lot of stamina because you can see there it takes like one quarter to 1/3 of our bar of stamina to do one attack or one dodge move into an attack or something, and so it really takes its toll after a minute just to do those attacks. And since we don't have a whole lot of ichor buildup because we're at very low values here, we're not able to recover our ichor very quickly either to keep up with our needs on our build here, but that's okay. And having firm stand will help us out if we take fatal damage and we're more than half of our health at least, and that will help us, but it won't make it perfect by any means. Okay, so somebody replied, and let's see if we can even get them in here. Boy, it's taking a lot longer than usual for them to join. I don't know exactly why, but it looks like somebody finally made it in. Hey, Saber Altar again. Let's give them a...
I need to pay you back for this.
Okay, and let's go ahead. And let's go ahead and beat Big Boy here. And we'll go for the blood damage in the kind of later phase here. Okay, let's go for an attack on this. Good. Whoops. We are out of stamina there. My range is very short. Whoops. He's not sitting still. There we go. We got a hit. Okay, and let's go for blood. Okay, good. He's staggered now. Good. Okay. We got some good damage there, and I'm out of stamina. Okay. Now that running attack is very good because it is a very quick attack. So that's our own kind of quick attack there, but not anything amazing. Okay. Whoops. There's the very fast attacks. I was going to do it again, but since I'm on the back side of him here. Whoops. Okay. And we'll go for blood damage for sure. Whoops. Okay, he's staggered there. Let's hit him again. Let's go for impact shockwave. Okay. And we're out of stamina here, but every time we hit him, we're staggering him because of impact shockwave. Whoops. Okay. And also, our friend is doing really good stagger attacks there. And let's give them a...
Take care.
Hey, they're doing a dance. I don't have any of the dances there. But very cool. Thank you for the help, Saber Alter. You did very, very well. And that was a good fight. And again, you have to kind of be very slow and calculated, but what we lack in damage, we make up for, or what we lack in damage and crowd control, we make up for in the constant chance for stagger. And since crush value on most bosses has a higher chance to stagger the enemy rather than any other weapon type or damage type, since the huge hammer has crush damage in spades and stagger potential in spades, it makes for a good attacking weapon when you're running impact shockwave, because impact wave, whatever. And here it says that it just but it provides a real boon, and that is exactly what it is, because of the stagger chance. Not really damage reasons, but definitely because of stagger potential that comes out of it for sure. But anyways, this has been Atlas and the huge hammer as ice, and in the bloody trenches here, and we'll be heading into the cathedral next, where we'll have to be looking for that pierce lightning at all possible. But okay, thank you everyone, and welcome to 2021, and thank you for all your support and love and excitement here on the channel. It's been a great thing teaming up with all of you and seeing you all this past 2020, and I look forward to good things here in the new year of 2021. So thank you all, and we'll see you again tomorrow.